Good morning. Today we have a ceremony for the Vesak Day, and I'm happy that I have a little bit correction for my own map. Right now it's turning into more perfect map that I make. Okay, this is the first time I make the map like this, and then we come to the second one. Here is a little bit I make addition to become more perfect. Not only IQ, EQ, and AQ. We have one, I make it PQ. This little bit in the Buddhist teaching, how we're going to fulfill our goal that call, from the path we call paramita. We need to fulfill all the perfection of quality that make our character more better. So from that paramita, we going to perfection. What is a perfection? That is if we want to see the perfection, what we can make, then we come to another map. We go to the Noble Eightfold Path. So the Noble Eightfold Path is something, this is all this translation from my grand teacher, Master Yin Shun, his map. This map is not mine, but my grandmaster's map. So you see the Noble Eightfold Path, we call them middle path. And then from the middle path, then we come to the Noble Truth. And then from the Noble Truth, that what we can benefit from it is liberation. So this is the map that all the practice need to be complete done in order our life can transform or can break to the circle of samsara. Now I'm going to have a little bit talk about this. First we need to talk about the Four Noble Truths. Last talk I already mentioned about all the teaching in Four Noble Truths that is called right view. So today I'm going to start from right intention into right concentration. So right view is not enough to your own benefit. So everyone in the school, in the society, and in our Buddhist society too, everyone know to say impermanent, no self, all is suffering, we need to let go. But when come to the daily life, they are not intention properly. So not intention, and from the intention, action into right effort and right mindfulness, here is the most important. You see, we spend much time in the daily life, not much connected into the Buddhist require. Mostly I say in the life is look for living. And later on, if we have more time, entertainment. If we have more time, fulfill the happiness of senses contact. Even more time we have, come to the small machine. If the small machine search for liberation, search for the meaning to enlighten you, there's no doubt. But mostly what we go into the small machine, I don't think it can come to right intention. So right intention has three things to go. Right intention to middle path, right and intention to the truth, and right intention to the liberation. You see these three parts in this map? This is the map that we know. So in the Buddhist teaching of Noble Eightfold Path, that is the saying, mundane Noble Eightfold Path will make your tendencies of life and behavior come to wholesome state. And supermundane life means you have the renunciate, very strong intention into let go, and I can touching to the teaching of liberation, to have that kind of feeling, that kind of freedom. So that intention we call that supermundane Noble Eightfold Path. It will let you do the breakthrough of samsara, means you stop the life turning into another style form of new renewal. In this right will, not many people have that kind of desire. Mostly they think that, this life is, that's it, this life. And they never think of the life after this. We don't think there is nothing there. You see, people say they are not unconscious. Unconscious is five senses unconscious, but the mind is conscious there. It still hang there. A lot of people hang there, are not giving up. Why? Because they're confused where the life can make the end, where the life can go better. They're confused there because life is a very short sight. Only see this physical and this form world attached to the form world. So right intention means not only attached to the form world, is his mind is very focusing how I can break to this form world. In order the mindfulness can bring more feelings of joy of the practice, concentration. So this is a noble truth that how much come to enlighten you. So always refer to the noble truth. You see the noble truth become there. We don't talk about Four Noble Truths, but we talk the whole noble truth. Always refer that. Come into the life to support your base. So based in that noble truth, then all the ingredients will point out honestly to your life. Someone who honestly accept this noble truth, then he will make his life more serious. One more time I talk about the life serious. Right? Usually it make a lot of humor and fun to pass their stress, to make people easy. Do you think that will make us have a little bit dust in our eyes to see the truth? Not much like that. I remember when I lived in Malaysia, my grandpa told me, he said, "Hey, grandson, you can catch that bird easy. I said, no, no way. The bird is big, like this big, colorful. I said, no way. He said, as what I know, this bird in the day, he blind. In the night, he see things. I'm very confused in that time. First time I see the bird when I was 5, and then my grandpa tell me to catch him. It's easy to catch. Our life is something like this. The truth is very clear for us, but we blind ourselves to see the truth. We blind ourselves to benefit from the truth. A lot of things that not make sense at all in the life when you come to aging, illness, and dying. That is a truth for the life, come to suffering. But not many people see it. I say, our life is like the birth of what my grandpa told. He said this is called 9 blind bird. In the night, darkness, he can see things. In the day, everything is exposed there in the table. He cannot see. So the Buddha tell the true right will. We don't think we know the right will. If you really know the right will by enlightenment, then right intention, right action, right speak, rightly hope, effort will put it into training. Seriously, you require yourself. That determination need to be discovered or inspired by the Noble Eightfold Path. So if we inspire by that, then from the right intention to right concentration will become required of practice. Here is a saying, who see the Noble Eightfold Path, who has self-confidence. And who have self-confidence is who has faith in the practice of middle path. So middle path is right effort and cover into our action, speed, and livelihood. These 2 years, because of my eyes not open sharp enough, I want to build a hall so that people can move in and learn from me. That is my compassion. So I try myself to build it. Come to this region, most is support, especially financial support, is not much enough to make living. So I have confidence because a lot of connection into the old Buddhist work. I have already served there and can make some support into this religion. Let Americans really learn Buddhism and have faith and confidence to the teaching and themselves. Have good skill in life. So I start this project. In the drawing, I see the project is easy to handle. But when it comes to the land, this project is take me heartburn. I have the skill enough to cover what I need to be done. But only 2 hands what I have. So When you call people come and help you, you really know that right effort is the most thing Buddhists cannot be covered. So you need a lot of different skill in order you can make one building work. But when we come to Buddhists, we can see that Buddhists too, they have the faith and confidence that don't have right skill, especially livelihood. Right livelihood means they not have enough time and energy to train themselves, have good skill of living. So I talk about Noble Eightfold Path. I said that I'm serious on this. Why serious? Because mindfulness is always unpresent. Mostly the people are not trained that well. Not present mindfulness there. Their mind is, oh, where's my mind? Shortcut. The mind is not there. It grabs something, grasping something in the life. Mostly like that. When they're doing their work, they are not there. Not in the work. The remembering is other else, not in right away what present life is. So talk about right mindfulness. Who walk on the Noble Eightfold Path will nurture and mature this virtue. And who walk in the Noble Eightfold Path will accomplish in the faith, accomplish in the virtue, and in the generosity, and in wisdom. This is another teaching of Noble Eightfold Path. So when you see virtue, faith, complete of virtue, generosity, wisdom, don't think about Noble Eightfold Path is something that not come to the fruit. If you really practice on it, it will fulfill all what you need in the life. It will not become too poverty or poor. I always say that before become a monk, I'm a poor guy. Very excited mind, very strong will, a strong personality, but the mind is very loose. After training in Buddhism, training the teaching, the loose mind slowly, because of right effort in the daily life, very serious, thinking, very mindful to require our own mind. I'm here, I'm doing right thing, I'm learning. Yeah. Let the mind like that. So mindfulness slowly build up something different, become more sharp, become stop, and become free. That is what we need. Every mindfulness, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, it fulfill what we need. Otherwise, the mind is not there, the person is there. It's no meaning. What is the noble truth? Sometimes the noble truth is not there, but the suffering build, because the cause you can see, you can penetrate to it, and you attach to that wrong cause, then the fruit is coming. So here is something that if we want to talk a little bit about, another one is back to the second edition that what I have, the map PQ. Yeah. Here is what I want to say. This is not the path, but the fruit. In Buddhism, is the teaching tell all the state you need to know, and talk about all the path you can fulfill and you can avoid, wholesome and unwholesome. Wholesome you need to fulfill, unwholesome you need to avoid. So you don't go to the wrong path, you don't go to the wrong speed, you don't go to the wrong intention. Then bring you back into the training. So the training, not only training, we need result. So from the path, we need to come to the fruit. Talk about the fruit. So here is something that we can see. One kind of personality, not many in this world. If you luckily you found one and follow him or follow this master, he will bring you slowly discover how his mind is. If not lucky enough, maybe you will read a book. This book will bring you very strong, alert. So you inspire by that. So you open up yourself, become more, serious about the teaching. The fruit in Buddhism, we talk about 4 pairs of person or 8 types of individual. Did anyone have read this kind of teaching? The fruit in personality training. So in Buddhism, we talk about like a string entry, and we talk about the string entry and enterer. We talk about the second one is one returner or non-returner and arahant. We talk about that kind of message. How we can turn our life from individual normal person into a noble person. This is teaching in Buddhism. When I want to say this in American culture, maybe we have a lot of rush about politics and the personality in this society. So in the old day when I'm here, when I talk, someone will laugh. Nah, no one is perfect. I doubt myself. Yeah, no one is perfect. But when the day comes, I'm getting a little bit older. Right now it's 55. If no one is perfect is the truth, then where is the truth can be learned. So perfection must keep it in mind. Even though you don't touch to perfection, but keep it in mind, something can be made. This is called scientist mind. So if you don't require to yourself, then your life is called physical aya. You need to turn the physical aya into Dhamma aya. That is the teaching in Buddhism. So Dhamma have more pure in the quality. One tree at the back here. Last week, storm come and the break and fall. A part of it not being clean yet. Pray, take the chainsaw, cut it into pieces, but don't have much time to pull it out yet. Why the tree fall easy? The quality is not strong. If you see only this tree, then they have no perfection. But they have more tree that can grow thousands years. Especially I can name two for you. One is in China, they have the ginkgo tree. In the west of California, I always travel there, walk in the redwood forest. The redwood can survive more than what we know. Maybe your grandson still cannot tell the tree is still there. Your grandson already passed away. So many generations of human beings still cannot tell this tree still survive because of the perfection, the quality. So the penetrates vision that see into the real natures of things been told by the Buddha. We talk about the Dhamma seal. So who really have little bit dust in his eyes, so he will go not from this triangle of IQ, PQ, and AQ. He can go straight from AQ to PQ. That is something that I read a lot of history book and the what we call the noble personality in Buddhism. Like in Catholic, they have Saint John's, Saint Peter, who and who, Saint. After their life, they see this quality is good, need to make it as a model. In Buddhism, we have all that the same, the quality of life. So they have the history, their autobiography to tell their life. So I read a lot of that from Tang Dynasty, Song Dynasty, come to Ming, Qing, contemporarily. My master. When I see this personality have very strong influence to his close student and far away reach to the world, he only have one mind or single mind. So single mind is he active in the society, but his mind is deep into the teaching. Code himself, his mind, into the center of the Dhamma seal. Not much connected to the world and get lost from the world. I make an example, my master. This is very humorous. One day my monk brother, he found something, because monk and nun sometimes have connected together, have teamwork. My monk brother complained. He said, "Hey, Pastor, you see who and who, you see their action is like a lover." Means they may fall in love. My master, what he says is, in the meeting of our monk community, "Hey, you two guys, someone complained you maybe fall in love. Can you two stand up?" They stand up. "Oh, you face to each other, see, is it beautiful? Is it handsome? Can you hug each other?" Ha 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 ha. He laughed, very humor. That is what he's doing. It's not much for us in we commit to be single in life. You just feel shame and then turn red in the face strongly. That will give very strong influence in the mind. The shameful of going wrong intention in the mind, if you really do that. See? But in our society, it says if you not look for perfection, it's different story. When people say that, you may feel very excited and very joyful. You don't feel anything wrong. So I said this world is little bit not in samadhi. Means citta samadhi, means not in concentrate. Why not in concentrate? Well, you see how difficult this life. I only have a small family here. Someone need to take care of his father. Someone need to take care of his son and children. Someone need to take care of his mother. Someone need to take care of his sick body. You see, too many responsible. And someone need to take care of his girlfriend, his boyfriend. This is a world. We see that, oh, this world is common. People doing that, I'm doing that. Is there no other way to go? So in Buddhism, we must think it deeply. Life after life, we don't follow one pattern. We need to get rid of this cord. That is the Buddha himself. One living beings listen to the teaching and make his right intention, right commitment to work for his own liberation. So here is something that what we can learn in Buddhism. When I finish this, maybe I need to stop. Today is the Buddha day. I'm fortunate I'm still single, even though my eyes still have dust. I hide myself in the dark. But when without your support, without you watch me, maybe I become more worse. So my life is open to public. I don't hide anything. Try to be as open as I can, so everyone can take care of me, give me, point out. So the life can go easy. So my life, I always say that I don't go to that way. I need to go straight forward from AQ to PQ. What can I do? Check all the information, the book. Think about my master, all this, saint, noble person in Buddhism, how they can make it easy. Oh, they have a formula. Let me tell you this formula. Very simple formula, but not easy to keep in mind. The formula is, if you look for the perfection from AQ to PQ, make it shortcut to these two sides, then you must base up on seclusion, be based up on this compassion, be based up on cessation and maturing in release. Keep this formula in your hand. AQ is something that you balance yourself in center. So the whole map is like a person. From your foot, AQ, from your head, PQ, from your right hand, you have IQ, from your left hand, you have EQ. It's like a person. He perfect himself all what you have. It's simple, but when you see properly in your life, it's not simple. Someone have left hand and without using his right hand. Someone have right hand without using his left hand. Someone have two legs, but he don't use his leg properly. See? Someone have his head, but this head always not been cultivated. This is what the life is not perfect. Today is the Buddha day. I hope this will bring myself inspired again so that I can enlighten myself in the next life. I will be more parami. If I can come to the liberation goal, I will be more parami. So this parami, I say past parami or past parami have two. One is I check in the dictionary because I'm very poor in English. So I want to keep talk. It take me more time to discover what is the right word. This English is my adapt language. Yeah. I hope one day my perfection of using English become more better. So if any lacks of the teaching what I can bring in my mind, I feel regret and I will upgrade. Thank you.